What do you do with overwhelming emotion? Apparently you break stuff. I went from being homeless, living in my car, to buying a bus. And now I'm on the journey of fixing it up to be my tiny home. Okay, so let me back up a little bit. I went to put my key in the door after I got to the store, and it would not go in because the cylinder had pushed all the way in the door. Yeah, I know, right? So I was working on trying to get the door panel off before I freaked out. Just because I know I live here, so I am in the vehicle most of the time, so it's not that big of a deal that I can't lock the door because I'm usually in it. But when I need to go to the store or anything like that, I want to be able to lock my door. So I was trying to get the door panel off, and I tried everything. I got a lot of the screws and things off, but I realized that I needed a different size socket. So I text my mechanic in a panic, and he was able to help me out. So I went on the way to him, and when I got there, he started looking at it to see what he could do to get it back in place. We were trying to avoid having to take the full door panel off because the crank handle was the one thing that was holding it on there, and because this is an old vehicle, it is very hard to get that thing off. So we're trying to do it by just pushing the panel back some and going from the front side to lift it back up, and that's what he's doing right there. I was trying to help any way I could, push the piece back up in the door just so we can get it to sit back in the frame like it needs to, so I can use the lock. We did that for a while. It did not work. It was still down in the door. It actually fell down even further. So I started trying to work on the door handle so we can get the panel off. So with this type of door, it does have a clip in the handle, but it's all the way back in there, and you have to pry it off to get that handle off. Anyway, I wasn't feeling good, and he knew I was PMS, so he brought me food and got back to work. And we ended up breaking the handle off. Obviously, to get it off, I didn't care at that point. I was tired, exhausted. But anyway, we got everything fixed, and then he screwed everything back in just to make sure it was on there good. And then he did test out the key just to make sure the key worked, and everything was good to go. And that is it for the crisis averted. Come back for the next one.